Well, I'm back with you. Genevieve is actually cutting a little grass. It's not much here to cut. I can't do it right now. Wish I could. Can't do a lot of walking. Anyway, thought I'd give you a view of the rear of the building, house. As I said in the first video, house is in pretty good shape, honestly. Does need a little TLC. There are a few things after 50 years that are broken. I just checked out most of the bathroom. Well, checked out all the bathroom fixtures. They're shot. That's all you can say about it. Several of them don't work. I guess they weren't using it when they were here. Anyway, the deck. I know that's not a 50-year-old deck. There's no such thing. Some of the material in it may be original, but most of it, I believe, has been replaced. And it's time for some work to be done on it. The rear of the house looks pretty good, really. We're back to those doors again. The doors, they're past their lifespan. They are. Nothing you can do but replace them. The tracks are really beaten down, and that's because of the size of the door. Back when they were built, the doors are extremely heavy, and they have just beat the track completely out of sight. You can't replace the track on those doors. You're going to have to replace the doors. And of course it needs some major tree trimming, bush trimming, kind of growing up around it. But I come back to this is for Bill to see. I come back to that tree right in the center of the screen. That needs to go away. Everything else actually looks pretty darn good on the trees, but that one, if it falls, yeah, that'll be all she wrote for this house. And I see there's some signs that the trunk has got some rot in it. I see somebody probably tried to cut some ivy back and it's died out, but the bottom of the trunk is starting to get a little doty. That would be a widowmaker, is what we would call it if you were standing under it. Because if you were a man and you were married, you'd have a widow. The siding looks darn good, really. Needs new paint, but it has held up extremely well. I'm shocked, really. That is some of the original T111 4-inch, and it's still made. Not as good as this apparently, because I have never seen T111 last this long, and this looks extremely solid. It just needs some, like I said, TLC. It needs a few fasteners back in it, and that's because they didn't use galvanized fasteners, and a lot of them still don't today. But after 50 years, straight steel fasteners, nails, are going to fail. I mean, that's the fact of life. AC unit looks relatively new. That's not very old. I haven't talked to Genevieve about it, but I guess it's not a heat pump, it's just an AC unit. That has been replaced, I don't know, I'm guessing it looks like it might be about 10 years old. It's not that old, but in the scheme of things, I can tell you that AC units, especially here, because they run quite a bit in the summer, 15 years is going to probably be the extent of what you get out of the compressor. But I'm guessing, she can tell you, I'm sure, but it's not that old. The windows, I wouldn't replace a single window in the house. The windows themselves look absolutely great. Need TLC, need some painting, touching up, but the glazing in them, everything is solid, which is just unbelievable to be an original window. I wouldn't think about changing the windows, but the doors are another story. I mean, they need it. They've got to be replaced. I think we can do a little better on the drainage system here, because I think if you can see, this is really a catch basin for water. Yeah, we could do a little better on that. I'm thinking that's the original form board. When they poured the slab out of here, they just left it. Amazing. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, some cleanup. And like I said, the deck, this has to be replacement deck boards. These deck boards have been replaced. No question about that. I think most of the deck was replaced, but I see where the floor joists are starting to fail in several places. It's been here a while. And on top, it's taken a beating. But knowing it's not the first deck, but it can't be, I'm amazed it's in pretty good shape, except for some rot on top. And you'll see this, I'll point to it. This board right there. I have seen them done many times like that. It's just a ledger lip, we called it, to set the floor joists on. What's really holding the floor up are those toenails in the back of the floor joists. Amazing. They wouldn't let you build like that now. Genevieve just came out. I was going to talk to her about the air conditioner. Yeah, filters haven't been changed in a while. Actually, it's the wrong filters. It doesn't even fill up the filter rack.
The 20 by 25 by 1 is right.
So
the other two were
Genevieve's
not
talking.
even on.
Here she is.
Not even on the. They were down in front of this one instead of across the top.
I know. I've already looked at it. It's the wrong size filters. They just they jammed a bunch of filters in a hole. Anyway, it could be brought back, honestly, to probably what it used to look like. But it'll take some work out here. If you wanted to tackle that, I would get a Bobcat and give it hell. That's the only way to clean that out. There's some stuff in there you could probably salvage. I see a few things in there that have probably been here. Bonnie probably planted it, and they shouldn't be pushed up, but a lot of junk in there also. Trees are being choked to death by this ivory, which is really just creating another problem to deal with later when the trees start to really fail. Then you're worried about them falling on the house. I think you can get that straightened out. But I want to say one more time, get rid of that damn tree right there, because it's going to crush the house. I wouldn't even, that would be a #1 priority. Get rid of it. I'm sure Genevieve will look at the video, and Bill, I'm sure you'll look at it, but y'all should discuss that tree. I'll encourage Genevieve to look at that tree, because that's something that bugs me. Other than that, just need a little work on the house. Some things, of course, going to have to be replaced, but not that much. The big deals are the doors. Not going to be that cheap on the doors, I tell you. They're a custom size. They're 8-footers. I mean, they do make them, and they do a standard run on those, but going to be considerably more than your standard 6-foot door, just because of they don't sell that many, I'm sure. I mean, it may not be a special order, but it's unusual. The roof, I got up there and looked at that. I know you can't see it from here. It looks fine. Love the courtyard. That is one thing that I've always liked about this house, is the courtyard. The wall, like I said, is about to fall down. I don't even want to go over and touch it to show you. It's just standing there. I guess termites are holding hands and holding it up. You don't want to kill them right now because it would fall over. But that is all that I have for you from the great city of Charlotte. I have wanted to do something to this house for a long time, and hopefully I will get to do something now on it. Can't really blame it on not being around as much. I think it's a very cool house, but it's going to take a little work. So hope everyone enjoys it that watches the video, and maybe as we make some progress on it, I'll take a few more shots and you can follow along. Biggest thing with the roof from here I'm getting off is the I mean, just full of leaves. So yeah, nobody's been here to take care of it. There's a few other things that I see that I would like to fix. I'll show this. I got to get off of here because it's running long. Is this roof edge? This beam should have been brought out all the way out to here. The roof has drooped down. It was a design error on whatever engineer checked it off. They weren't thinking about that. It can be straightened back up, and I would do it because it just, the house structurally looks very good. Anyway, let me get off here. Lawnmower's coming by. I'll talk with you later. Bye.